It seems as though nowadays whenever I try to make a video, I don't look my best anymore, because there are days where I'll actually look nice and go to school, you know, like this, all like my painted self, and then I'll end up not having time to film, and then the next day I'm like, I have time, but DCI shirt, Birkenstocks, leggings, my life. Well, anyway, hey guys, it's Katie. So, as most of you know, September 21st, 2014 was the day that my life just changed. My life completely changed after that. The day before that, I had my first, I guess my first real boyfriend. I've always been the girl that I will date to marry, and I would just go on like a bunch of dates. I will like date a bunch of guys, and if I don't see myself with him one day later on in life, then I don't follow through with a relationship. That's why I don't always have like many actual relationships, many boyfriends. I'll go on lots of dates, but I date to marry. Well, my first real boyfriend broke up with me the day before, September 20th. How do I know that date? Because September 21st, the next day, I was really upset and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to let out my feelings, and I knew other people in the world were probably feeling the same way as me, and I've always been that person where I want everyone else to feel super happy, and I want everyone else in my life to be happier even if I'm not, which is a little weird, but I love to make people happy. So September 21st, 2014 was the day that Who is Katie Smith was created. I mean, I even changed my Instagram name to Who is Katie Smith that day because I didn't know who I was for a little bit. September 21st, 2016, this week, is the 2-year anniversary of my channel. I made that so much broader than it needed to be. Anyway, but I just wanted to reflect because it's been 2 years. I'm in the same location right then because I tried to change and then it didn't work out because my tripod, I broke it. If you remember, I've told you guys about that. I broke my tripod and that was not fun. I just wanted to reflect. So I watched my 1-year anniversary video just recently, and I rewatched the first video I ever made just recently. And by recently I mean like 5 minutes ago before I started filming. And I have to reflect on what happened, on everything. See, when I was a sophomore in high school, I thought I had everything figured out. I've always been that very independent girl who knew what was right and what was wrong. But at least I thought I did. I thought I knew what was right and what was wrong. And I'm still very dramatic. I'm a theater kid. I mean, growing up in the theater, everything is dramatic in my life. I don't know why I just used that accent or that voice, but I'm gonna roll with it. I've always been super dramatic and all this kinds of stuff, and I don't feel that way anymore. I know I can be that way still, of course, it's just part of me, but you guys don't know how much YouTube has changed my life. It seems really weird because I only have like 150 subscribers, and it's not like I'm not like blowing up on the internet everywhere. But you guys really don't understand how much this has changed my life. My whole point, my motto on YouTube is help others while I'm helping myself. Because at that time in my life, in 2014, I was lost. I'm the kind of girl, like during a relationship and stuff, if I really love that guy, I put my all into it. But then eventually, I put too much of me into it to the point where I lose a little bit of myself. And that even happened recently with my most recent breakup. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Jacob and I did break up, and we're still in contact. There's still hope for the future, of course, but I need to find myself, and I wasn't the one who broke up, but I took it as a life lesson that I needed to learn from myself. Because when I looked back at my video just recently, I realized how much history likes to repeat itself. History will repeat itself, but once you learn your past, you can prevent your past from taking over and coming up again. Like, some of the stuff I did my sophomore year, I would regret it. I would go back and change it, but at the same time, I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything, because it made up a part of me. It built me to the person that I am today. No matter what I've done in my life, good or bad, whatever I did brought me to where I'm supposed to be right now. So like YouTube, for instance, if I hadn't done YouTube, I wouldn't become a telecom major. I wouldn't have done all this kind of stuff. Like I got accepted into Ball State as a telecom major. And I never thought about doing that until I really started enjoying YouTube and seeing all these people in my world, just all these people in the world who are going through the same stuff as me. And it's like, it's a good thing to know, because a lot of times when you're going through something in your life, you think, I'm probably alone, and then that makes the depression even harder, and it makes everything really hard on you, when in reality, you're not alone. There are thousands of other people probably going through the exact same thing at the exact same time as you. And through YouTube, I was able to experience that, and it helped me more than I ever thought it would. I just wanted to get on and make a video and see if it made me feel better. But like I said in my 1-year anniversary, I've tried making videos before. I tried doing all this kind of stuff before, but the timing was not right. September 21st, 2014 was literally the day that changed my life. That day just changed my life. Good, bad, anything. It really built me to who I am. And that brings me to another point. Because when I look back at who I was 2 years ago, I see my mistakes, I see my failures, I see everything that I do, but I don't always see the good things I really did. I managed to help a lot of people through my videos. I managed to grow as a person. And although I'm able now to prevent myself from, having a history repeat itself, I know what my mistakes were, and I was able to fix it, and I still am. I never truly focused on all the good things that happened in my life because of all this. I mean, I'm in a radio and TV 1 class right now, and that's like our production class, and I'm one of the top students in the class apparently, and it's insane. Like, I love doing videos, and I love just working in media, and I'm an anchor, and I was a producer, and I was on a guest show on Inside MV, which you should probably go check out, because I sang and I did stuff in it. I gained a lot of self-confidence. I gained a lot of stuff in my life, a lot of valuable life lessons and stuff that I wouldn't have got anywhere else. If I hadn't done this 2 years ago, I don't even want to know where I'd be. I probably would not even be here, if I'm being honest. I don't know what I would be, because this is something good for me. I'm an only child. Most of you know this. I am an only child. I do not have any brothers and sisters. And when people are always just like, Katie, it's okay, it's not a big deal, you're not alone, all this stuff, it's hard for me to see that, because I haven't grown up. It's a big thing with like only children. Only children are very independent, but when they need someone, it's one of those things where they're there for themselves because they're very independent. So I try to be there for myself as much. I don't always go to other people, and it took me a long time to actually start realizing that I did need to go to other people, and I actually did need other people to rely on. But again, I'm an only child. I'm not used to that. I don't go to people all the time. So by doing YouTube, by sitting in front of a camera, I'm talking to myself. But in reality, I'm talking to all of you. Because literally I am just talking to my phone camera. I'm talking to my camera on my iPhone 6. And and with that, it's like I'm talking to other people, but I'm talking to myself. Well, actually, it's both. I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to other people. And it's so therapeutic, and it's helped me grow. And it's one of those things where when you say it out loud, you realize what your feelings are, and you realize what your true thoughts and feelings are. So like right now, when I'm saying all this out loud, I didn't even plan to say half of this stuff that I'm saying right now. I plan on saying a few things, and I haven't even gotten to those things yet, and I'm probably not going to get to because I'm already at 9 minutes in the video. Like, hearing yourself say this stuff out loud is so therapeutic, because then you know what your true thoughts are, and you know what your true emotions are, and your true feelings towards any kind of subject. So the fact that I can sit in front of this, be myself, and just be who I am, and be the independent child that I am, and let all my thoughts out, and finally understand what I'm thinking in my head, is the most therapeutic thing that anyone can ever go through. It's so it's a better feeling than you ever think. Like, you try it sometime. Just randomly sit in front of your camera if you're having a bad day and just film yourself. You don't have to put it on YouTube. You can do whatever you want with it. But just say something. I always give advice to people who have really, like, are in a really bad place. I say write it down and read it back to yourself out loud. Like, by yourself, or you can whisper it to yourself or something. Just write it down, your feelings and thoughts, and then read it back and say, because I have people that'll come up to me and be like, am I crazy for thinking this? And in reality, they're not, since they're letting it out to me. But what I'm telling them is, if you want to know your thoughts, write it down, say it out loud. And when you say everything out loud that's going on in your head, it makes so much more sense, and you may realize a thing or two about yourself. So through doing YouTube 2 years ago, my life completely changed. I grew, I've started to enjoy life a lot more. I found the love of my life. Anyway, that could be, I don't even want to get into that right now. That's the whole big convoluted thing. I don't even want to get into it. But because of that, I've found love. I've found true love when it comes to friendships and families and everything. I found real confidence in myself, so much so I'm a drum major. Like, 2 years ago, me as a drum major, that would have never happened. See, I'm president of like 2 clubs. Like, I'm all this stuff because I'm not afraid to speak in front of people anymore. I used to be terrified to do like a speech in class or something. I used to be terrified to stand up in front of people, but now I'm not afraid. I lost a lot of my stage fright. I can talk to people for days and not be afraid of what I'm saying. I learned from my mistakes. I've made actual friends. I have made my life so much better just by talking in front of a camera when I needed it the most. You guys don't know how much this has changed my life. I mean, like I said, I'm a telecom major. I wanted to be a lawyer years ago. I didn't know actually what I wanted to be. I thought a lawyer makes money. Cool, I can write. But no, I'm a telecom major, and it's something I enjoy and love. I would have never found that if I hadn't made that video years ago. I would have never found that if I hadn't been broken up with. I never would have found that until I found myself through all this stuff. So I just want to thank all of you. I want to thank that guy who broke up with me. I want to thank everything and everyone, because 2 years ago I was a lost child. But now I'm found, and being able to sit up with great posture and tell you guys how I truly feel and who I am now is one of the most amazing experiences, amazing feelings I have ever felt in my life. So thank you all, and here's for another many years to come. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you liked it. If you did, comment, like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will see you guys later. Bye.